Kelly, honey, please stay. I want you to hear this, too. Jack, would you describe to everyone the changes I had you make today in regards to the business and so forth?
All right. These are the amended bylaws of Capwell Industries. Barring Mason entirely, with Eden to become director, and Brandon as co-director when he comes of age. Myself named as legal advisor. Gina Capwell is also dropped as an associate.
That isn't fair.
This is the new will, leaving Mason and Gina Capwell the sum of $1 each, with the usual language to make clear that this is not an oversight but a deliberate disinheritance. Also, Sophia is now numbered among your beneficiaries. And this is a petition for dissolution of your marriage to Gina Blake DeMont Capwell and request for custody of your adopted son, Brandon.
Thank you, Jack.
With those over, CC, let me know. Give me a call at the office.
Thank you. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Kelly, honey, see Jack out, would you?
Yeah, sure, Dad. I'm not surprised you'll take everything away from me and give it to her. But custody of Brandon? Never. I will never let you take him away.
Gina, stop it. There's no use tearing up the papers. Jack has copied them.
Relax, Gina. Don't you know we're going to have the last laugh? He won't get custody of Brandon because he won't want it. For a while there, we almost liked each other, didn't we? For a while there, I was back in the will, back on the board of directors. Once again, you've changed my life. Well, I'm about to change yours, Dad. Utterly. Are you sure you're prepared for it?
Of course he's not. But what does that matter? Look what he's done to our lives.
It's going to rekindle with a vengeance your feud with the Lockridges. It will sunder the bond between you and your beloved Sophia forever.
You even overestimate your power to be destructive.
Oh, I don't think so. Because you see, a monumental deception has been foisted on you, Dad. On all of us. It flows like tainted blood from the very heart of this house and this family's identity. It's what kept alive Sophia's feelings for Lionel.
That's a lie, Mason.
It's what made Channing Sophia's special son. Makes your undisguised adoration of him an outrage that you can never repair or even fathom. Makes Channing's death a study in destiny. And it makes a gruesome mockery of the fact that he was pre-selected at birth to be your namesake. A mirror of you.
You've always coveted that name.
Not anymore.
You've always used it as evidence against me because I slighted you at birth. You being the eldest son. I've told you before. The decision to name Channing after me was Sophia's.
That's right. It was.
Cece, would you please ask Mason to leave? And Gina, too, both of them?
Why? We have nothing to fear from Mason.
That's what you think.
Cece, please don't even ask any questions. Just get that injunction. Get them out of here forever. Please, if you love me, do it for both
Why?
of us.
He's always sounding like he's announcing the end of the world. What was it the last time? Just that Channing had a brief homosexual interlude?
Listen to you. A brief interlude? Hey, you make it sound like it was a tune he was whistling to pass the time.
Maybe he was. Santana was away having Brandon.
It's not a cold, Dad. It's not something you catch because it's going around and it lays you up for a few days. But you've started the whitewash in your head already, haven't you? Just like always. Channing's arrogance, you called his self-confidence. His lies and schemes were only peccadillos. When he abandoned his own child and the woman who bore it, that just showed his independent spirit, didn't it? Well, here's something you can't whitewash, Dad. Channing Capwell Jr. wasn't
Mason,
even...
stop it! You don't know what
Shut
you're
up!
doing!
Sophia. Know what he was going to tell me. Don't you?
One fact in particular always struck me as particularly unjust, Dad. The fact that I was your son. What child hasn't dreamed that the people who call themselves his parents are really only imposters? I know I did. I made a religion of it. In biology class, when we learned how to take our own blood types, I checked mine very carefully. But to no avail. What a crashing disappointment to learn that I was really, undeniably, certifiably your son.
You know how many times I wish that you weren't my son? You've become a humiliation. It's bad enough that I had to apologize for your public tantrums, your drunken brawls, your sluts calling the office for money. And then I had to buy you a job with the DA just to keep you out of trouble. But then to find you with my wife.
It was your own fault. You were never honest with me about anything.
Quiet! You wonder why it's been so easy for me to accept Channing's affair with another man? Whatever he was, his pleasures were never so twisted as yours are.
Dickie, don't you want to push him too far?
It was our time he heard it. You ever think I dreamed, too, of having a son worthy enough to carry on after me? It's my everlasting shame, disgust. I only have you.
Then we're both losers, Dad. And true to form, Channing's the lucky one.
Why?
Mason?
The blood that spilled onto the carpet that night Channing was killed. You can still see the ghost of it there.
Mason, stop it.
You know what they say, Dad? Blood will tell. And the blood that flowed through Channing's veins never came from you.
What?
Well, the face, the golden hair, the eyes, the hands, the bones, only the name. Channing was not your son.